Alright, so we got the signal booster transmitter thingy from ArcJet Systems for Paladin Dance, and he said to meet him back here at the police station to become an official member of the Brotherhood or something. I'm hoping that was a good idea. Seemed like a good idea at the time, anyway. Time will tell.
Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Aelin, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the recon team. She shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think she has the potential of becoming one of the best.
That's me, I guess.
I'm only in it for the spiffy uniforms.
Oh yeah? And here I thought you joined up for a sense of purpose and meaning.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Well, you're wrong again, Reese.
I
Becoming a pattern.
got tired of wandering alone.
Too bad. I was getting used to the thought of you leaving.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
You gonna teach me this code of ethics?
If you were paying attention in ArcJet, you should have learned some of it already. The rest will become apparent as you spend time with your fellow soldiers. Now, since I know you're eager to get started, I'll get right to the point. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. Now, before I release you to Halen and Reese for your assignments, there's one last order of business. From this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Initiate. This is only a training rank. I'm not permitted to grant ranks any higher than that.
Why can't you promote me beyond Initiate?
Only an Elder can promote you beyond Initiate. After we get the transmitter up and running, I'll call in and see what I can do.
Fair enough.
Outstanding, soldier.
Ad Victoriam, Initiate.
She doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I need you to report to Halen or Reese for your next assignment. Dismissed, soldier.
Isn't that kind of putting the cart before the horse? We want you to follow the strict set of guidelines. What are they? Oh, just play them by ear. Huh? That wasn't a contradiction in and of itself. Can I at least read these strict
All right,
guidelines?
out with it. What's your game?
I don't have time for this.
Well, you better make time if you intend to stay on board. See, that's what I don't get about you. You're not the military type. You're a loner. So I can't figure out why you're sticking around. You got what you wanted, so why don't you hit the road?
Maybe it's not your place to figure me out at all. How about that, mouth?
The Brotherhood might be the best chance I'll ever have to find my son.
Well, as far as reasons go, that's a pretty good one. Look, I'm gonna cut you some slack because Dance trusts you. But if you step out of line and put any of my brothers or sisters in danger, I'll make sure you regret it. So, ready for your assignment, hero?
What's your problem?
My problem is I can't figure you out. You come from out of the blue, take down a few ferals, and suddenly you're all buddy-buddy with Paladin Dance. I don't know if you're serious about being a part of the Brotherhood, or you're just biding your time until you find whatever it is you're looking for. Either way, until you tuck a few of these assignments under your belt, I'm gonna be keeping my eye on you. Now, you ready to go or what?
Ready.
Then listen up. Like it or not, one of our most important duties is to keep the Commonwealth clear of the trash. I'm talking about mutants, ghouls, synths. The abominations the damn eggheads caused when they started playing with their toys. This op is simple. I'm gonna send you to a target, and you're gonna terminate everything that calls it home. All the details you need are right here. Don't come back until the job's done.
Yeah, I understand the whole hard ass. I understand you've lost some of your squad, but the power trip thing, the authority freak thing. You know, I specifically remember your superior telling you to cut it some slack, that we need to kind of get along. And so when he's out of earshot, you're just going to keep running your mouth. Eventually that mouth's going to get slapped. You're going to go too far.
Pretty sure I gave you a location to clear. Now get moving.
Yeah, if he's going to take every opportunity to bump his gums, that's well, it's already old. I was going to say it's going to get old real fast. No, it's already old. He's appointed himself as Brotherhood police, I guess, in their big squad of 3. Thinking I've come in buddy and maybe run some game, and I get it. I get it. I mean, I would be suspicious too. You're here, you're out of your element, you're scared, and I understand. But remember, I came in and kind of saved their ass, and then gave you a damn good reason for being here. And it's really kind of simple like that. So if you can't give me the benefit of the doubt, then listen to your superior and just shut the hell up. I mean, really, you know. Oh well. Anyway. Like I say, you can do that, but you'll eventually get called on it. You know, people who do that, when they bow their chest up just a little bit too far sometimes, you know, eventually they have to answer for it. But you will. At some point, I'm hoping the dialogue option is there just to make that dude either, you know, put up or shut up. And then, given the opportunity to not, you know, I mean, like, let's say it comes to blows, you know, to not run his ass over even if I can. Show him I don't mean him any harm, but at the same token, he needs to just chill. But it's early. It's early. Maybe there will be some trust that develops there, and he doesn't seem like a bad guy. Like I say, I mean, I get the element. If I was here in a hostile area like this, where the best of my squad had already died, you know, and this is my whole life type of thing right here, I wouldn't want anything coming in to interfere with that, screw it up, get in the way, mess it up, endanger anyone else. Wouldn't want to lose any more friends as a result of some stranger who, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't have been here in the first place. You know, I mean, I get it. I get that. I can see both sides.
Sweet.
But, anyway. But he did kind of step back a second when I gave him my reason. I'm like, you know, I'm looking for my son. Oh, well, okay, well, that's actually a pretty good reason. He wasn't expecting that. But, find some way to earn his trust if possible. Or eventually, you know, like I say, at least just, you know, kind of get him off my back type of thing. That's a pretty cool situation they created there, though, with an NPC. I like that. It's a nice dynamic there with the team. And then Halen, well, she's a little more chill, more laid back. She'd probably read people a little bit better. All right, Subway, man. I was gonna say, man, I was gonna be really, really sad face if there weren't Subways here. There can't be too much of this right here. I love these. This just brings the Fallout 3 feels just completely right here. This is what it's all about. I think I talked a little bit about this before the game even came out. I'm like, please, please, just give me some Subways. Give me some dark, dank, forgotten places like this to come in and explore. It doesn't always have to be full of ghouls or full of mutants or whatever. Sometimes there can be friendlies down in the subways, you know, people using it as something of a refuge, you know, and things like that. I mean, it can be whatever. Like you had the vampires slash cannibals with Vance and all them. They were down the subways. They weren't necessarily hostile. Actually, they really weren't. They were really kind of trying to stay out of the way and trying to do the right thing the best that they could or whatever, considering their condition, which was strange. But anyway. We've got ghouls. Yeah, that's definitely a ghoul. There we go. Get him. Uh-oh. That's no good. Well, actually, that is good. Well, if he doesn't kill me, it's great. I want whatever he's got. Give me your stuff. That didn't feel real good, did it? There you go. No point in even wasting another round on this dude. Ghoul Slayer Knuckles. Alright. Well, we found things that have done extra damage to super mutants. I think we have found a pistol. Then we found another bolt action that did extra cryo damage, ice damage, and I'm actually using that, and that's what I made this sniper out of. Boy, I'm expecting a bomb in this baby carriage. Anyone remember the glowing-eyed little creepy baby bombs in the carriages? Oh, man. I hated those things in Fallout. I am not kidding. Fallout 3, they weren't everywhere, but they're just enough to freak you out. Man. Yeah, I should probably look into collecting a few more armor pieces. I don't know. Now, actually, I'm probably going to wind up with carrying too much stuff, as always. I'm just going to get used to that. I swear, if I had more carry weight, I would just carry even more stuff. That's all that would mean. I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to get my stuff to where I can't hardly walk anymore. Pop a buff out, head home, drop it off, and go back to whatever I was doing. That's just going to be my routine.
Sweet.
Lots of different clothing sets. I'm wondering if maybe eventually I will do a playthrough with just clothes, no armor at all. Well, I have to get familiar with the game. I mean, because you know it would be a point you pretty much have to know where everything's at, because you probably couldn't get hit by anything. I mean, you'd just be getting one-shotted by literally everything. Get off me, dude. Little snitch monkeys. Oh wow, that was a graphic glitch. It's happened a couple times. Nothing major. Like I say, if that's as bad as it wants to get, I can deal with that. I can live with that, an occasional graphic thing every once in a while. No problem. Alright. This is all good.
Hey.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
Oh, I meant to leave that back in my workbench. Oh well. Yeah, the one thing I'm saving for is the automatic. I think it's the automatic hardened receiver or something. Automatic hardened armor piercing receiver. I don't remember, but it's you basically need gun nut perk 3, you know, to make it, and then which I think I have to wait till I'm at like level 22, 20 something, if I remember right, before I can unlock that. But I've been unlocking those as I go. Between lockpicking, hacking, mods, you know, armor mods, weapon mods, and all that. Any perks related to that stuff, I've been unlocking those as I can. And then in between, spend a couple points on damage related stuff, you know, like Black Widow and whatever, Bloody Mess and all that kind of stuff. But
Nice.
I can't wait to really start getting into the you know, the specific damage perks, like, you know, more damage for a particular kind of weapon and all that kind of stuff. Extra sneak damage, extra critical damage, more criticals, quicker critical generation, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Perfect.
Companions permanently inflict 5% more damage. Okay, cool. Hey, does anyone know how to use these subway tokens? I did one time experiment with a robot in a little quick bit of playing that I did, and just playing around with the personalities. And I think I set one to, oh, what was it? Subway steward or something like that. Anyway, whatever. And he asked for a token, and I had one on me, but I couldn't give it to him. Wouldn't let me prompt, and he immediately got hostile and went to town on me. So I was kind of curious if there's actually a way to use these tokens. There was a way to use the tickets, the train tickets. In Fallout 3, you just had to have one, and the robot would ask you for one, and then he would take it from you. And maybe it's something you have to actually equip or something, hold in your hand. Maybe I don't know, or maybe it's just not used. Maybe it's something they meant to put in and they didn't, or something. I don't know. Yeah, Subway Steward right there. The default setting, they seem to know who's hostile, and I know some of those other settings, like I think. Fire department sets them to where they have like a cryo or something. I remember seeing something on that.
Protect and serve.
Yeah, I think if they're construction, then they get like a nail gun, like a railway rifle type thing, naturally equipped or something like that. I think their personality depends on what kind of combat. So I guess if you need them to help you out in a certain way, then you assign them to a certain personality. That makes sense. But you know, if you have a subway token, I don't see why you can't use one. Well, I mean, I'm guessing that maybe you can. I just don't know how. That's all. All right, there we go. I was gonna say, really?
Detected.
This came straight from me, huh?
This is now in combat zone. Including death if you remain in.
You may suffer harm up to and including death. I love all the robot dialogue in these games. The Mr. Gutsies. Mr. Gutsies may be my favorite, actually. I think they're the funniest. But these guys, too. It's not just what they say, it's how they say it, too. It's pretty funny. All right. Look at this. This is a subway done right, man. This is a bombed down, abandoned, busted subway system right here. I really like the way it looks. I really do. Look at this. All the clocks stopped when the bombs fell. I love how you walk around and all the clocks say the same thing. Or at least all the ones that I've seen. What was that 947, right? 947?
Do not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered swiftly and fairly.
Alright, so the ghouls overran like this whole town. This college square or whatever. And the raiders were using it. I remember I found a toll schedule, and it showed what they were charging people to pass through. And Minutemen, they were charging like 200 caps, but other people, they were charging anywhere from like 10 to like 50 caps, depending on who and what they were and all that kind of stuff. And I think there was even a note somewhere that they were like supposed to leave the Brotherhood of Steel alone and shoot all synths on sight. So apparently everybody hates synths, including the raiders. Man, these ghouls are some of the best loot stashes in the game. At least for crafting stuff. Marksman's powerful rifle. Nice. True enough, I've spent pretty much what caps I've had on ammo and stuff, but it's been pretty good about giving ammo too. I can see that as being a pretty good source of income if you play a melee-based character. Or even if I was playing a melee character, I'd probably still have a gun, probably still have a sniper, and probably still have like a shotgun or an SMG or something. Be silly not to have some kind of gun, but other than that, if you were mostly melee, man, you could be selling all this ammo, and I have hundreds of rounds of some ammo that I just really haven't used yet. Notice I'm not using my 10mm much because I'm saving ammo. I'm getting by with my 38 with my pipe pistol for the most part and my sniper, and so I'm good with that. I save my 10mm for later. I'm on a gun like that, especially with a high fire rate, I'm not real comfortable until I have more than 1,000 rounds. I prefer to have 10,000 or more, if possible. Wasn't that big of an issue in Fallout 3 to get 10,000 plus rounds of 5.56 ammo. It really wasn't a problem. Actually, later in the game, first of all, the merchants would have more rounds that you could buy at once, and caps weren't an issue, especially once you started getting your hand on plasma weapons and stuff like that. That was actually worth money. And then if you had the pit, you could go right in the ass. If you had the pit, you could go use the ammo press, and so you could buy and find every kind of ammo that you could press, which was everything but basically shotgun shells, right? And energy stuff. But like if you wanted all 5.56, then all the 5mm ammo you pick up when you find minigun ammo and stuff and all that, you just go press it. I would pretty much just stock up on 5.56 and 308 and be good with that. So I had my perforator, I had my sniper, and I was good to go. So in this one, it'd be my 10mm and 308. It's probably, unless I manage to make a fully automatic pipe gun that I really like. I like that sound. It's one thing you didn't get to do in Fallout 3, not that I remember, is look inside any of the trains that were wrecked. And now they gave that to us, and I'm really cool with that. Because you'd think, that would be a treasure trove, of stuff. When the bombs fell and people got trapped in the subway trains, well, that they were trapped with basically everything they died with. It would be in there, and so it's cool to be able to explore that now. Somebody's going to town. Yep. Bottle cap mines. I've got a few of those now. I think I'll be saving those for death claws or worse, if there's anything worse than death claws. But that's pretty much what I'll dedicate those to. There it is. This is that thing I found. Rick is dead. Only a couple of us made it inside. We couldn't hold the entrance. There was just too many. Yeah, the Raiders just got straight run over by the ghouls, and then the ghouls were trying to run over the Brotherhood of Steel also. Put an end to that. We pretty much cleared most of the ghouls out, for the most part. Yeah, didn't get a headshot, but oh well. Wow. For a silenced weapon, I'm sure I'm getting the caution really, really quick. I guess the enemy's having enough awareness that if they see, you know, one of their friends go down, well, then that would make them cautious. Well, I guess that makes sense. I guess I'm used to the old days where if you weren't heard, shit, nobody knew any better, even if you shot somebody right next to somebody. They didn't hear you, they would just be oblivious, you know. Okay, so I wonder if this tunnel is going to go off into some entirely different region, or if this is just a closed map thing. At Fallout 3, some of the subways were like that. They were basically just a sealed section. They were like a little area in and of themselves, but other times they would lead off to anywhere. You could go from one end of the map to the other. Oh, there we go. Bam. That was it, huh? That was our objective. Alright, so we'll go report to the Reese. Start calling him the Reese hole. Because he's a bit of an ass. He really is. And I'm supposed to look over it because I'm supposed to understand. Well, that's just how he is. So that's supposed to be okay. Well, yeah, that only goes so far. Alright, well, if this is what he was guarding, there's probably some good stuff. Well, that's it. Duct tape is worth it right there off the top. If that's all I found, then I'd be good with that. Mining helmet. Give that to one of my settlers. Yeah, I'm trying to keep specific headgear, or just different headgear for my settlers, so I at least know that I've assigned them to something. I'm kind of going back, and as when I drop off junk, I see if there's a new settler, and I go find them, and it's usually someone who's not wearing anything but just some default, rags or something. Like the ones running around in, raider gear, carrying carrying like an Institute pistol now. I took a bunch of those and gave them with all those energy cells that I haven't been using. That's like ammo and good solid weapons for my settlers to defend themselves with, and I'm like totally cool with that, right? And so I think that's what I'm going to use. Whatever weapons I'm not using will be the weapons I supply my settlers with. Whether they need them or not, it doesn't matter. It's kind of a role-playing thing too. Nothing else. Kind of cool. Kind of like feeling like I'm looking out for my people. Whether they need it or not, it doesn't matter. It's just fun. It's fun playing into that. Once again, immersing myself in the game world. Nice. I like broken robots. Broken turrets. Broken anything mechanical or robotic. Make sure I looted him. I thought I had. Oops. Almost like they know you're scoping in on them sometimes.
For your safety, do not lean against doors.
Psst.
Faces your dog makes. I love how he's being all sneaky, though. When you're sneaky, he gets down there and his ears go back. It's awesome, man.
To avoid delays, do not hold the door.
Nice. Doesn't look like this computer even runs anything, but it's cool. Hack it just because it's there, really.
There we go.
Yeah, there's no... All the robots are already out doing something. That's cool. Free hack. It's kind of hard to get a headshot when their back's to you. Okay, so I guess we can go look in this train too, huh? Yeah, this is a great spot for an ambush by a Reaver or something. I think that needs to happen at least once. Ambush by a horde of ghouls coming straight at you down through a wrecked train like this. That would be really cool, actually.
Nice.
The train will be arriving at this platform in 2 minutes. Please remain clear of the track.
I'm just over by a little bit. I want to get rid of any of this junk. You know what, those bowling balls, couple pieces of plastic for like 8 pounds. Actually, I could probably use the wood and keep the wood. I mean, that's probably enough anyway. I don't know if I'll be picking up anything else. We have a whole bunch more to explore here and a whole bunch more loot to have. Well, then I'll just deal with it then. But I'm getting the idea this is pretty much it.
Call boxes to request police assistance.
Yeah, basically like a circle, pretty much. All right, well, very cool, man. Very cool. I am a happy camper. I got to explore Subway. That just really made my day. I'm not even gonna lie, it made my day. That's awesome. I'm like, yes. Yes, Subways. Subway's done right. It's the realistic, busted down Subway where some stuff's still sort of working, right? But the trains are all derailed, the tunnels are all caved in, and it's just cool, man. And now they're even, I don't know, they might even be better. I don't know, we'll see. I really do want to run into some subways that lead to different places so you can just kind of get lost. That was one thing about Fallout 3 is you could head off in a direction and just go get lost. And just go wander, you know, just go explore and find new things. I mean, there was that, so. Okay, I was kind of curious if any of this respawned. Heard my dog bark. I wonder what he found. Have I even been up here? I guess not. Take a coffee pot. I think I can at least carry that. Yeah, I've been up here. Yeah, this is where I found the toll, the note for the tolls that they were charging people to pass through. Alright. Oh, I have a whole pocket full of junk again. We'll go turn this in. Go see what smartass Reese Hole has to say for himself. Oh, well, at least Reese did get on top of his job and sew that up. That wall was down before. I believe it was down. I think it was. I don't know. Need some turrets out here. That's what we need. Alright, well, let's hope he doesn't smart off too much. We'll see.
That location better be cleared out.
Affirmative.
Impressive. Keep proving your worth. I may start to trust you. Here, take this. If you don't like it, tough. Now report to Paladin Dance. He said he had a mission for you. When you're ready for another op, you know where to find me.
I'll report to him, but I think yeah, I've still got a quest marker here. I'm gonna do these first.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
Reese still giving you the cold shoulder.
Why does he hate me?
He doesn't hate you. Reese bleeds Brotherhood. It's all he cares about. It's his family. It's his whole life. If anything else comes into the picture and gets in the way, he shoves it aside.
Is there something between the two of you?
When I first joined up, Reese is the one who sponsored me. He took me under his wing, showed me the ropes. I thought there was a little more between us, so I asked him if he cared about me that way. He told me the Brotherhood of Steel was all that he cared about, and there was no room for anything else in his life. We never spoke about it again. Look, I need to get back to things. If you're worried about Reese, just keep doing what you're doing. He'll come around soon enough. So, are you ready to take on your first assignment?
Sure.
What exactly does a scribe do for the Brotherhood?
We do everything that the pilots and the soldiers need to keep all of their operations running. All the scientific research, the repairs, the tactical planning, you name it. We do all of the technical work. Of course, I'm a field scribe, so I'm boots on the ground with the soldiers, but I kinda like pulling the trigger every once in a while. Anyway, I won't bore you with any more of the details. You ready to head out on your assignment?
Ready.
Great. Let me explain what I need you to do. One of the Brotherhood's most important duties is the recovery and preservation of technology that was lost when the bombs fell. I have a list of locations that contain artifacts we need you to recover in order to have them cataloged and studied by our scribes. Here, this should cover all the information you'll need to find your first artifact. Good luck, and be careful.
Okay, so another form of Radiant questing, I'm guessing? Kind of unending. I wonder if there's like a point where you've done enough, you know? Or if it's something that's just ongoing and... I don't like the ones where...
It's so exciting being new to the Commonwealth. There must be so much technology out there that our scribes haven't seen yet.
I don't like it when, regardless of whether you do something or not, it doesn't make any difference, you know? So I hope that's not the case. I hope there's at least some point to doing some of this. Even if it is ongoing forever, that you get to at least a certain point where you've done enough to, like I say, make buddies with somebody, get a new companion, earn a certain rank, get to a certain spot where you can use stuff that you couldn't use before. Whatever, you know, there needs to be some kind of progress. Some point to doing it rather than go over here, collect XP, come back, I'll give you some caps. Yeah, I can kind of pass on a lot of that stuff. But that's cool. We'll go do it. I mean, it is a quest to go do something for each of them. We did Reese's favor. The Reese hole. So I guess we can do a favor for her too. And, once again, overburden, of course. It's becoming a regular thing. I think what I'm going to do is go check on a couple settlements. Make sure everyone's happy. Make sure everyone has enough beds. And so on and so forth. And food and whatever. Get some of these new settlers assigned to do stuff. Or maybe just leave them alone so they can go do things like scavenge. Because I don't mind materials either. They don't all have to be farming or, you know, watching a guard post. They can go out and scavenge too and get stuff. Totally cool with that. As long as there's enough food and beds and everybody's happy, then yeah, go out and go get copper and glass and cement and whatever. Steel and wood and what have you. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of building here too at my drive-in. That's all. I'll make the rounds and then come back, maybe even share if I come up with anything cool. Alright, if you want to subscribe, click that button up top. For the rest of this Let's Play, click the image in the middle. It should send you straight to the playlist. Y'all take care. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.